Coach Martin, thank you very much for your time. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm super.
Super. You are hitting teams with big scores these days, eh?
No. We are trying.
We're trying.
Yeah, we're just trying.
Yeah. Coach, before we speak about your season so far, which is still early, you only played 4 games, I just want to understand perhaps your background in coaching. When did you start coaching? Where have you coached? And up until you got to this level where you are coaching Blue Raycon ladies.
Okay. I started coaching at SAB League. I think it's 2029. And then I come back again to LFA. I go back to LFA. I coach another 4 years. And then this one, I quit coaching a little bit 3 years. I get a break on coaching 3 years.
You needed a break. Was it tough?
No, not a break. It was not tough. It was just a situation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I got back here from this coaching ladies. I started to get coaching again. I was so refreshed now. I'm fine.
So this is your first time coaching ladies?
This is my first time coaching ladies.
So your first time coaching ladies, you are in the regional league.
Yes.
And in your first season, you won and got promoted to the Sasol league.
To the Sasol league. True.
Then you are very successful. First season.
Yes. But it's tough. It's tough to coach ladies. It's not an easy job. Yes, as I said to you, I'm from boys background. So here you had to adjust some things. But again, football is football. You need to stick to football.
You were telling me earlier that Coach Jerry from Sundowns actually gave you a few tips on how to coach ladies.
Yes, she's my mentor in coaching ladies. Normally, I use his tips more. I don't take it for granted because he's been there almost 12 years in ladies football. So why not get advice from him?
And he's been very successful.
He's been very successful and he's in a good structure where he is. So I will get everything there is professional. That's why sometimes I go there and watch how they train and come to here and implement what I see is positive for me.
Okay, that's good. Coach Martin, looking at this season, you had won promotion from the regional league, and now you're in the Sasol league, which is a step higher. Now, how did you prepare for this season in terms of squad recruitment? How did you go about putting together a team? And also in terms of a pre-season, what did you do to make sure that you are ready for this league?
To be honest with you, we prepared like any other team, but what was different with us, it was more of a time. We started early in early February to prepare for the team. And then again, our recruitment, we make 2 trials around here in Tembisa and Jimiston. And then we found 1, 2, 3 established player. So others are just normal players that we have in our team. We didn't want any ordinary team because we had ordinary players from region. So it was not wise to take another ordinary players that needed to be developed. So we had 4 players that are new from. 1 is from Guyana, 2 is from Zimbabwe, 3 is from Zimbabwe, and then 1 she's from. 2 they are from Davidton. It's where we had our scale there, and then we mix it with our old players of region, and then again we took another players from region that promoted us and go back to region.
Okay. So you've got another team in the regional league.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that's how we prepared. But what was most important, the time we had, it was enough. We started early.
Okay.
We play more friendlies.
Coach, I know when it comes to boys, when you say there are trials, when you go there, it's always packed.
Yeah.
What is the situation with ladies? Do you get a lot of ladies coming in, or is it a struggle to get ladies to come to trial or to come just to join the team?
No, it wasn't difficult here in Tembisa. They came out in numbers, but not similar like boys. But in Jimiston is where we struggled because maybe they didn't market that week well to get players to come to trial. But here in Tembisa, we had a good response.
Oh, you had a good response. Okay. Last season, you were promoted from the regional league. You entered the Sasol league. What is the mandate that the chairman has given you for this season?
That question. Yeah. Any chairman want to win the league.
But this is your first attempt.
Yes. Even last season in our regional league, he said to me, I must just polish the team not to go to relegation. I said to him after 5 games of the first season, let's compete. After 5 games, even now, we are not yet there to compete. But after the game of this one, from Monday when I give him a report back, weekend. This way I can tell him that we can compete or we cannot compete. But for now, we are just a ready team that will consolidate the status, and we are in a right scale.
Also, the chairman wants to consolidate the status,
yes.
But when you have other ideas,
other ideas. I like challenges.
Yes. Coach, you played 4 games. You won 2,
yes, coach.
Draw 1, and you lost 1.
Yes.
If you look at the start, are you happy with how you started in terms maybe of your plan to say the first 5 games, these are so many points you want to achieve? Because if the chairman comes to you and says you want to consolidate the status, you must therefore have a plan to say first 5 games, the first round, the second round, so many points, and if you get so many points, we are safe. So with this start that you've had, what are your thoughts?
In average, I can say numbers. In 10 out of 10, I think we've done 5. I can give ourselves 5. We didn't start that well. The way we were looking, the way we started at pre-season, that we were dreaming to be 5 games, we should be having 15 points. But it is 5 out of 10. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
You've also scored 20 goals and conceded 5. And with these 20 goals, coach, you are the highest scoring team in the league.
Yes.
Out of all the teams in your stream, you are the highest scoring team with 20 goals. Why? I think, and if you look at that, you're scoring more and conceding less, which is always good. So is it because your defense is solid, or your strikers are they are firing on all cylinders?
Oh, okay. Normally, most people, they like, even in boys, they say I'm a defensive coach. I don't like to concede goals anytime, so.
But to pack pass, coach?
No, I don't pack the pass. I play. That's why I score 12. You can't score 12 if you pack the pass. I play, but I play according to the strength of the players that I have. I don't mix anything, Barcelona, whatever. I'm not ready to play that game. I'm just constructive, direct, and then I defend well. Yeah, I'm just a direct coach.
Yeah, but I understand that it is your approach. Now, in terms of tactics, the system that you play, which system do you prefer, and why do you prefer the particular system?
No, in this ladies football, or in particular in football.
We are speaking about this team.
Yeah. No, here for this season, I implemented 4-5-1. Office, this other one is a false number 9 that support the striker. We're playing in a wing. Our strength is a wing play, so we don't do much with a ball in the middle. The ball, we're taking it wide more. We're taking direct sometimes to a striker, false number 9 to support. We're just playing 4-5-1. That makes me not to concede in the middle. I close everything. I've got cover. Someone can protect the defense and protect the middle field. So I'm more happy with that pattern for now because it works for me. It's the strength that the player have got now that can play that pattern.
Coach, the Sasol League in Gauteng, you play 1 game, you are off the next weekend, then you play again, then you are off the next weekend. That's how it's played. Now, but I've noticed with your team that you've got a lot of friendlies in between. You even played the national team of Lesotho, coach.
Yeah, I think that league is finished now. We're going to a normal league from this week. Oh, but okay. that system was not good to players, was not good for football. But to keep ourselves busy and then to improve more, you need friendlies. It's where players sometimes they are free, they can express themselves, and then mostly not normal any friendly. Just get tougher opponent. Don't look to win the friendly. Look to improve yourself in the friendlies. That's how I operate.
Coach, in one of the friendlies, and if I remember correctly, you played against Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yes, coach.
I think, was it 19-0 or 20-0? Like
yeah.
That? Don't you feel that the girls get discouraged when they get hit by such big scores?
No, this one somewhere psyching themselves. We psych themselves well because when we go to those games, TUT and Sundowns, they go there just to enjoy, but they don't get discouraged. It's how after the game you sit with them, even interval, that interval you play 3:30s, you tell them there you learn, we learning. They don't get discouraged, because when we go to Mamelodi Sundowns to play with these girls, they become happy, they become having confidence. Yes, they get beaten, but they don't, here when they come back, we psych them well. They can't get discouraged, they must go there up to.
And I noticed that after one of those games, you came back and hit one team 12, the other one 5. So you took out that anger from Sundown.
No, it's not the anger. That's where we've learned that this women's football, even in region, this women's football, that what I've learned is that you must score goals. You must score goals, because here sometimes goals are important than points, because someone will score 32 in a game and then he's number 1, you number 2. You must get goals. Here we compete with goals most.
Unlike in that other league that I won't mention, where they are very defensive, they score one, they want to defend. Here, it's goals.
Yeah, it's goals, coach. It's goals.
Coach, looking at a team that you've put together and understanding your ambitions, do you think come the end of the season you'll have secured that playoff spot?
Yeah, confidently so. I think so. But this part doesn't mean that I'm not ready to compete for the league. I'm ready to compete for the league, but the chairman knows that after another opening window, we must have another 3 players where I know what is where we can compete, but we're still looking for those players.
In which areas, coach, do you want to strengthen this team?
Center, middle, and the striker is where we can win the league. Defense, if we are okay, we can rotate anyone, but the center middle where we want someone to protect us in the middle, and then someone to hit the net more, because we can't play with one striker that is mobile. Anytime she can get injured, we are in a trouble.
Okay. Last one, coach. We know the women's game is still developing in our country, and as a result, we do not see a lot of sponsorship for the teams. And even supporters, you do not see a lot of supporters coming to support the ladies' game. What would you want to say to people out there regarding the women's game, and why do you think they must come in their numbers to support?
I say firstly, it start with parents. Parents must come and support their kids. We're supporting their kids here by being here every day. Again, to sponsors, is how us as a ladies teams, our structure to market ourselves more, and then not to put the blame, but again, private sector, yes, they must come on board, but we must approach them. They can't come to us, we must approach them. Other than that, the SAFA itself must do more. Because if SAFA, the one that hold the football in our country, they don't do more in terms of get other teams securing sponsors or whatever donations, whatever promoting the women's football and making many tournaments that have sponsors, it's only SAFA that can push us more. See, so that's how I can put it.
Coach Martin, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. Hopefully, when I come back to visit here, you'll be getting ready for playoffs.
Yes, maybe I will not be training here. Sundowns will give me the space.
Thank you, coach.
Thanks.